Okay, we are continuing with our reading of the 38 Harley Accessory catalog, inspired in part by my reblinging of this beautiful original paint 38 knucklehead. So, putting it back as close as I can to how it was written during the day. A little bit of a Todd on it, if you will. Here's the other side of the 39 Safety Award on both sides. And for those who are possibly wondering, this chrome here came with the bike as far as I know. This is how I got it, at any rate. So I'm assuming it did. So we have Greenie over here, and the 41 and the 40 police bike. So we have all our 40 and earlier bikes in a row, because there's some things on what we're going to read I want to discuss with you. So we shall continue our reading here. It says, fire extinguishers are effective. This here is obviously a picture of, see the siren right here on a police model. This would be a VL. Pyrene on handlebars. Stop car fires, brush fires. Many city, county, and state police departments and highway patrols are equipping their men with Pyrene motorcycle type fire extinguishers, so they'll be better able to handle automobile fires, brush fires, etc. With this equipment, they can put out the fire before it gets a chance to become serious. The saying that every big fire was once a little fire is perfectly true, and only tends to emphasize the importance of effective firefighting equipment for motorcycle police. Motorcycle type Pyrene extinguisher we sell is specially constructed for motorcycle service. It is fitted with a special packing at each end that compensates for the jarring Pyrene gets in motorcycle service. It prevents leakage of the contents. Two special brackets are offered, both made in our factory for motorcycle service. The bracket for carrying the Pyrene extinguisher on the handlebars supports it securely is a combination bracket that will fit either the 1938 or earlier models. The bracket for the mounting the Pyrene extinguisher at the rear of the motorcycle can be used in several ways. It can be used with or without a luggage carrier. Will also fit models equipped with the saddlebag type radio. Two can be used, one on each side. There's a picture there, and it appears that they have one on the other side. That is on a VL right there. Possibly a JD. Look at the brake. And that's a JD picture. Excuse me, I stand corrected. That's off a JD, like a 29. Look at that. So using the same picture all this time. So here's some prices here. Ring mounting, etc., etc. 1616. The brackets. So we'll stop there and we'll go look at one. This is on R40 police. So when I got the bike, someone had run off with the extinguisher, and this is a Badgers one, which is also in the book, a later book. And I've got some Pyrenes on the shelf somewhere, but they sold different ones. Pyrene in the 38 book, and by 40 they had that in this one here, I think, or at some point in time, because when we looked up when I got that, we found that in one of the books. Why it's on there, but I had to replace that. It was missing. It had the bracket with a little snap and all that, and it fits pretty accurate. So until I find a better one, the other ones I have are a little bit different shapes. And what we have over here, they at some point started offering small ones for motorcycles. We have two NOS ones here, and as far as I'm aware, they came with one clip, which you just screw into anywhere you want. I've seen them on the frame, handlebars, etc., etc. And here's what's left of the boxes, and these are charged. You can feel the charge in them still. That way, if your bike catches fire from the gas puking on your distributor at some port, I've seen that happen, and you have a way to put it out. That's what these are for. So it's always possible for me to put it on the 38. I have no plans at this time. If somebody would like to see something like that on this bike, this is where your votes count. If enough guys go, yeah, man, that would be so cool, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll save those for something else. I'm not sure when they started offering that. So we certainly only have so many bikes and only 2 of those, but they're around. They can be had. So anyhow, we shall continue. Let's see if we can catch that. Yeah, that, see right there? That's a badger. That's what that is. It doesn't say pyrene on it, it says badger. Evidently, they used both at some point. So type pyrene, it's, this one here appears to say badger on there. So let's go back and look at that, because that one says motorcycle on the top. I don't know if this one does or not. I didn't catch that. Let's go back and look. Yeah, this does not have motorcycle on it. So I'll have to dig out my other ones and see what they say. Might have to change that up. The other one didn't say motorcycle in the catalog, so interesting. Had different ones. As you can see here, doesn't say motorcycle. It's a different one than what this here is. See, today we want to have all this exact, and they just grabbed some and got it and sold it to you. So, these spots make ideal pursuit lights. Because we're talking about police stuff, so I put the spots back in. And that appears to be a 38 that's mounted on there. Pursuit lights are rapidly becoming an essential part of police equipment for vehicles operated at night. They consist of 2 spotlights, one red and one clear. Both are visible from a distance, serve to clear the way through traffic for the police vehicle. They are generally used only when making an emergency run that requires high speed. Harley Davidson Deluxe spotlights can be practically and conveniently mounted either on individual special brackets or in combination with the Harley Davidson crossbar and toggle switch. These new style deluxe spotlights are small and light, yet provide more light than many larger spotlights. The crossbar makes a fine mounting, and the toggle switch enables the officer to turn on both lamps instantly. These Harley Davidson Deluxe spotlights are well constructed, are in snappy chrome finish, and have switches embodied in the lamp so one can be turned off if desired. And here's the toggle switch on the handlebar. So that's your pursuit lights and pricing. Here's the other side here. Now this is why I brought Greenie over here, because again we have the brand new for 38, this bracket, which we discussed on another video, but maybe not somebody sees all the videos, so we're discussing it. Here's your accessory bracket right there, and how it comes down, and it's wired accordingly. Now this bike, there's different ones, so this bike here had the spotlights with the same bracket, etc., etc., and this bracket was actually mounted into the bars, and the wires come through, and judging from this wiring that's here, that was part of the bike. It was not added accessory, so this bike got ordered with spotlight bars. As I showed you that, when it was an accessory, you bolt it on. You follow me? And again, we're going to look at the rivets here. See, this is the earlier style rivets. They're round, completely round. That's what came on this bike, was these rounded rivets, spotlights here. So these were original to the bike here. And the bike's not done, but until I find something else, this is what I'm planning on putting on, is these slightly later ones here with a little bit different rivet structure. Now when they came out with these, I don't know, because my 41, let's have a look at those here and take a look at those rivets. As far as we know, these bike came with that, and we've got the rounded style rivets here. So it's definitely a pre-war bike, but as you noticed, see the rivets there? They don't have but 142, they're just so common, and that has the other style, Little Beauty style type. See the spotlights here on the 40 police bike, and the spotlights here on the 42. So when they were mounted, don't know. A good assumption is possibly when they put this headlight and these horns on. So as to which that is, we'll never know because the original owner is no longer with us. So, and I don't have any DSL photos. Earliest photo I have of that is about 72, 73. So, we shall continue here. Stop traffic. Stop. Traffic halts when these sirens sound their warning. They are pretty loud. Here's the front fender one. Right there. The Harley Davidson Sterling rear wheel siren is a new design streamlined for beauty that is ideal for motorcycle service. It is extremely well designed and constructed. We do not hesitate to claim that it will give more satisfactory service than any other siren on the market. It is operated from a simple and convenient heel lever. The tone is ideal for penetrating traffic noises. The front wheel siren, also the new streamlined type, designed for those departments that prefer a siren operated from the left handlebar with a lever similar to the front wheel brake lever. The drive is by means of a pulley that makes contact with the front tire when the siren is operated. It operates efficiently at either fast or slow speeds. There's the rear wheel one. And for those familiar with these things, you can totally tell it's a totally different design than the later post-war ones. The panhead ones. So it's hand control your clutch. So we're going to get to that in a minute. We're going to show you this actual one right here. We have it on the machine on our 40 police bike. This is it right here. And they had them once for the left side and the right side. I've seen both. My assumption is you just ask for which one you want. This one here is set up for that because the right side would be a right side lever, and the left side they reversed, as far as I'm aware, always the brake to the right side and put the siren lever over here. That's all the ones I've personally seen. So that's what it's showing there in the book. So that's that. This is how it mounts. And again, this was ordered this way from all indications from Harley. Here's the difference in the trim, which we discussed in another video. As in, it's got 3 short ones here with no other mounting hole. So this here was ordered that way from Harley Davidson with that siren. Customize your bike, Harley will send you what you want. So, getting to the truth of these things, why I'm doing these videos. So, now before I read this, somebody had posted on Instagram a beautiful white 36, and both Grant and Jay Hart were like, what's on that control? And I had forgotten about these. I knew about these back in the day, 30 years ago, but I'd forgotten. You knew so much and you forget stuff. So we're going to discuss it. Hand control your clutch. So it's a right hand clutch lever. Many solo riders like this auxiliary hand clutch control because it leaves both their feet free for use in traffic or heavy going. The illustration shows the simple lever mounted on the right handlebar, which can be used to operate the clutch as effectively as with the usual foot pedal. The hand clutch control is available on all models except the big twins. On the 74-inch motors, the clutch springs are so strong that a foot pedal is required to properly operate them. So, but that's what they say in the catalog. But I'm here to tell you that's not reality, because A, that was exactly what that would have been in a 36 photo. And B, that's why we got two holes here. One for the rod and one for the auxiliary clutch. So I take a hand control to a cable to something. I don't know what the something is. Whether it's a mousetrap like contrivance or something else like an inline, I don't know. I've never seen a photo of it. So if anybody has any other information, please enlighten me. Send me some documentation, send me some photos. Let's learn. And we'll get the word out there. So anyhow, alert, positive. These horns command attention. A horn is only of value when it gives instantaneous response to the will of the motorcyclist. These excellent horns, used as standard equipment on Harley Davidsons, have proven their worth. They are reliable. You can depend on them to give clear, pleasant, and penetrating warning signal when needed. Both horns are of the vibrating type that will stand up well in hard service. So the Remy number 16 horn, 21 to 38. Klaxon 29 to 31, Klaxon 29 to 30 singles, 45 twins, Remy number 16 horn, fittings for 26 to 28 singles. So it's giving this horn face as a dash 31. And here's your Klaxon horn. So this here is the horn face that came off the 38. This is the horn to the bike, the original horn. So I'm judging that based upon the patina of the horn, which conveniently matches the patina on the air cleaner and the patina on the running light. So I'm going to say, yeah, this is what it came with. And this is the controversy horn on Greenie. For those who don't recall, Greenie had some repairs. It's a serviced bike. So at some point, my assumption is that Greenie went in, got traded in, most likely, because it had a sidecar. You can see the scratches here. They coated the speedo to dash 46 here. And certainly the later horn would have been the one that they would have used as a Harley repair with a factory horn right there. And it has the repair leg, not the factory replacement and sold new leg. And we can tell that because we don't have any bone castings back here. That's the repair only leg. So it got repaired, and that actually, to me, that's part of the history of the bike. That's very cool. But it's not as sold new motorcycle, it's a used bike. Now speaking of sidecars, at one time this 38 had a sidecar mounted. We have the crushed front pipe here, and we have sidecar scratches here. You can see them. So at one time this bike had a sidecar on it. No idea when, at what time, or how far back. So that was really common mode of transportation. A lot of people couldn't afford car stuff. The whole family went in the sidecar. So that's that. Again, we're reading from the 38 accessory catalog. And we're going to continue in a moment with this page here. So we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.